But this is like my third batch. You read it? Well, I'm trying.
Good evening and welcome to the Salt City Council meeting. Please stand and join us in the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Is there anyone with us tonight who's not on our agenda who'd like to address council?
Yes.
Okay. Why don't you come up now and address council?
Thank you.
Thank you.
To the city of Omak. 2020 was the year I started to be interested in politics. I have attended many board meetings throughout our county in the past few years. This is the reason for me seeking out Donnie. Donnie failed to mention he was running for a county commissioner in 2024. As a voter, it is my responsibility to know who I am voting for. By Donnie's background and him being an officer in 2 other counties, being fired from his own city council for insubordination and several other things, and records were shredded, and about his character, I became concerned about Donnie being in charge of our county. Everything is public as it should be. We, the people, have the right to know who is running our public office to serve we the people. July 1st, 2024, I came to council about my concerns of an employee that you hired due to his background and aggressive behavior. In April 2025, the people that hang out downtown and around town were telling me that they were being harassed by Donnie. When coming to town recently, after the mayor had written her letter to the town by saying, take back our space, I was interested in what was going on, so I decided to hang out at the park for 5 weeks now, minus 7 days because of a stalking order. More than 10 people who hang out downtown, whether they be homeless, community members, or druggies, they were telling me that they were being harassed, antagonized, belittled, and talked down to by Donnie. I have spoken to the chief and Michelle, Donnie's boss, about my concerns. Who will stick up for human rights to be treated with respect, even if you don't agree? As a city employee, he did not have to take part in confrontation, but Donnie did not try to de-escalate. Donnie egged it on and engaged and antagonized me and others the times I was there at the park and around the park and or around town. I have videos, and at this point I have 5 written statements. When being downtown and Donnie is around, I turn on my camera and record because I feel unsafe to be around him due to confronting him in the past about being a pastor, having a business, just starting up Team One and then wanting to be our county commissioner. But he told me he was a big boy and he knew what he was doing. Then I really became concerned and started doing more research. When hearing stories from the people, I am fearful for their safety. Most of them do not want to speak out due to retaliation. When I was recording at the park, I let everyone know that I was recording. They talked to me freely. When recording, I mostly record the ground, only out of respect of others, except when somebody is challenging me, I will put the camera right on them. So I also have a couple of clips of them saying that Donnie has taken their personal property, and they had mentioned a few other things. It's about we the people, all walks of life to be protected within the community, no matter if you are no matter if they are your kind of people or not. We are all human, and I would like to see all people learn and know their rights. Who will stick up for human rights to be treated with respect, even if you don't agree. We should be able to hold our city workers accountable, especially if there are stories of people being harmed in public or in private. Donnie goes around town by himself. There is no body cam or no dash cam and no witnesses except for what you hear from the people. Community members have always called out people in our town. Why is it okay for one group and not the other? As a community member, we all warn each other about others. Who is going to stand up and say something? Just because someone files a protection order does not mean it is all true. I also won my case and stalking order was dropped, as well as another case has also been dropped. Instead of me going to the chief of police or boss, I should have called the police on more than 2 occasions. I asked how come Donnie does not have someone with him or cameras running at all times for proof of witness how he treats the public or how the public treats him. I suggested this several times. Acting like an angry person while working in the public is not inviting, and it is not good community communication skills. On a daily basis, people's personal properties are being thrown away like IDs, medication, personal private belongings. This is inhumane. If there is no shelter or place for the people to go, then you're making their life a little bit harder every day. If people really cared about the town, they first would attend a city council and volunteer their time picking up the town and taking pride in themselves. And there wouldn't be garbage everywhere, and that's from all walks of life, not just one certain group. Instead of pointing fingers, it's time to put in the time to get to know all of our community members. Code 13.04.11.0110, Lost and Found Articles. The finding of lost articles by park attendants should be reported to the director, who shall make every responsible effort to locate the owners. The director shall make every reasonable effort to find articles that are reported as lost. The council people say that our voice matters, but most of the time they just say, we hear you. I would like to know what the SOP, Standard Operation procedures are regarding this matter. And that's a question.
I think we need to know what this matter encompasses. Are you talking about
about abusing people in our community, and it's not just the homeless, and it's not just the druggies. Even myself, I told him not to come near me, and he came within a couple of feet of me, less than a foot, several times when I was at the park, and it was very uncomfortable. So not only is he doing it to other people in the community, he has done it to me also. So those are my concerns. But yeah, there should be a SOP if the sheriffs had to go to the county commissioners and there was a homeless encampment at the bridge in Oroville. They couldn't take the property or anything without having a resolution about having some kind of storage to store those items for the people so they can retrieve them. It's just an idea. Instead of throwing away tents and blankets and IDs and medication every day, this is happening, and it might not just be at the park, it's around town everywhere. So I've gotten more than enough testimonies by hearing and listening to these people, and I find it's very disturbing.
Well, I would agree, if those allegations are true. Number one, I want to congratulate you on, it was just a year ago you didn't feel comfortable coming before this body and speaking. So good for you, that's good. It is good information. It's not things we want to hear, but it is good information, and none of us can just spit out what might be a resolution or something else. There's certainly standard operating procedures with regard to employment, but those are really good things for us to take into account. Do you have something to leave with us tonight so we have reference, or?
I can give you the statements I have.
That'd be perfect.
And I have videos, but they're mostly on Facebook. Everything is posted on Ronnie Marie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you leave written material, then we'll take a look at that.
Yes.
And you're right, one voice is important, so thank you for coming and sharing. Does anybody have questions for, this is Ronnie, if people don't know. So, anyone have questions for her about any of this? We're gonna look into it. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. In the correspondence and mayor's report, of course, our fire chief is not here. I saw the truck pull back in. It was quite an active week last week, so here he comes. We'll just talk